Hey everybody, this is your good friend Complexity for another cast, just kind of done by flying by the seat of my pants here. Just saw this one posted and thought it would be fun if I were to cast it, especially after I've been inebriated essentially all weekend. It was fall break and I was given the freedom to do whatever I wanted, so I did the first thing that anyone else would do, is I drank a lot. And I played a lot of Company of Heroes. This is what I do on my breaks. Don't make fun of me, please. Anyway, so DonnieChan posted this replay, and you know how much DonnieChan loves me casting his games, and that is not at all. So we're gonna give this game the privilege it deserves by casting it. Okay, so we got DonnieChan as the Americans versus some guy. Fortune, yeah, Fortune as the OKW. Because it's okay in my hood, it's okay with the W. And, we're on the classic map of Samoa, where I lost 5 times as PE this weekend. It really wasn't a good weekend for me to play Company of Heroes, so I regret every decision I ever made regarding that. So anyway, we're gonna look at these two guys. They're people, and both DonnieChan's pretty popular with the ladies. He's rank 93, but Fortune, whoever he is, he's probably a big deal somewhere. He's rank 100. And so that means he's probably played this game a lot. That's something you have to keep in mind anytime you're playing the game. Is that if they're rank 100, they probably matter. Anyway, so DonnieChan's going 2 rifle. Fortune is going stern pile. No, just kidding. He's actually going the Kubo Wagen. Yeah, so DonnieChan's as usual doing his thing where he's critical of other people without like any necessarily like self-checkup. Like, you know what they say, where like let he who is without sin cast the first stone. I think that very much applies in this instance. So DonnieChan's capping order is cap the fuel and cap the point, and then group up with the rifles. This is something I'm seeing more and more often with Americans, is that, like, you know, the important thing is that they're like grouped up. They're not very good split up. They play a bit like Panzer Elite in that sense. And here we have a little bit of taking advantage of the fog of war. This was really a horrible place for the Kubel because it didn't see these riflemen at all. Realizing his mistake, and now they're capping this point, he's gonna shift over here and start shooting at the riflemen. Riflemen are gonna count the point anyway. We got an early engagement. It's really basically a waste of time. Nothing, no one else is doing anything. Except these stern piles are playing aggressive, I guess. That's nice. The riflemen kind of crawl away, because when you're suppressed, you don't really have to do anything, right? You just kind of crawl away, get into cover, and then you can, like, take some pot shots at whatever's giving you problems. The stern pile's already here to react, though, so DonnieChan wisely kind of keeps this in cover. These riflemen manage to jump over the ledge, the fence. And these riflemen obviously don't want to get close to stern piles. The stern piles are really good at short range. So we got a second Volk squad out for Fortune and a fourth rifleman from DonnieChan.
Crew, stand ready.
We're seeing some pretty sick-ass supply, half-track, micromanagement. Because you know what you do with these trucks is you're supposed to like drive them into buildings like I do. Just kidding, that's just something I do. Don't steal it, please. It's original. The stern pile's taking tons of damage as they walk past these riflemen. I think they got a little aggressive or hopeful that these stern piles wouldn't take as much damage, but that's not so lucky. The stern piles are going to do work on these riflemen, though. These riflemen might actually go down. Yeah, of course they do. They suck at short range compared to stern piles. In fact, these stern piles are going to feel free to just, like, kill this other rifleman squad. So DonnieChan, already 2 rifles down. He's like, you know what? Why go for just 2? Let's make it 3. Let's keep this rifleman status here, and oh, nice smoke. And these storm piles get critted to nothing. Fortune complains about taking too much damage. Meanwhile, DonnieChan's rear echelon troops are engaging a Volk squad from a tree. That's gonna end poorly for them. They should probably retreat. Rifleman trying to get a grenade off, I imagine, but the smoke is still sticking around. I don't know how useful that'll be to them. Volk's gonna chase down the rear echelon while these riflemen kind of stall around the point here while DonnieChan tries to get some more riflemen, probably. Wisely so, considering he just lost 2 of them, but he did get a storm pile kill, so at least he's got that going for him. It's gonna force Fortune to go ahead and replace that storm pile squad. And
Prepare for combat.
continue to do nothing with his supply half-track. I don't understand how these rear echelon haven't died yet, but they managed to stall the Volks out away from the munitions point, all the way around the outside. Alright, so Volk's gonna lay down some sandbags, because it's not like anyone can just jump over those. Rifleman launched a smoke. A little preemptive, but I think it does a good job of at least defending these rear echelon troops from getting murdered by Volk's grenadiers. Alright, so there's the medic half-track coming out from Fortune. Let's go ahead and switch over to DonnieChan, see what his tagging's looking like. Nothing yet. Mostly is seeking to replace rifleman losses he's incurred so far. Still no doctrine, I think, out for either of these guys. It's gonna be a little while, I think, before we see any, like, serious decisions. Now, the buildings are really strong here. They're taking quite a bit of fire, but not a whole lot of damage. They're finally gonna get out of the building, but the DonnieChan's got the retreat path on lockdown. I think these folks are gonna go ahead and stay and fight, even though they're gonna die. No, yeah, that's looking grim. I guess they're not going to go see their Fraulein in France or Germany. Yeah, he's not gonna live to see tomorrow. These grenades, though, these are killer grenades. Yeah, of course it's gonna wipe the Volk squad. Seeing big losses from Fortune. Still no doctrine pickup. Rifleman getting the big veteran C, vet 1. But it's not really gonna help them against these storm piles because literally all it does is give them the anti-tank rocket rifle grenade. Storm piles taking a hell of a lot of damage versus riflemen in buildings. Rifleman's in the house. Looks like he already upgraded this. This is always so risky to me. Like, upgrading this at all early usually is a bad thing, because that's manpower you could have spent on more Volks or more anything. And it's not like the retreat path is very far. So typically you only see people upgrading, getting this upgrade on like 2v2s or 3v3s. Just because those maps are so huge, and it's hard to know where to deploy from. But hey, whatever. We're doing it here. Rifleman taking a few shots. We're seeing a straight tech up to captain from DonnieChan. Just bringing that in. Rifleman roaming, looking for a fight. They're gonna get one from these Luftwaffe, or Fallschirmjäger, sorry. It looks like Fallschirmjäger doctrine chosen from Fortune. I really like Fallschirmjäger doctrine on this map, just because there's a lot of buildings. It's not as good when there's like a lot of everything else. Gren cover? Yeah, dude, this is cover for grenadiers. Like, it's supposed to fucking work that way. And we see a little facetious shots fired at Relic again, blaming them for their own incompetence at, like, securing units into green cover. Obviously, Panzerschreck coming out from this Volk squad, that's going to help keep away some bad guys. Instant suppression, obviously Fall's really good at chasing units off. Aren't these only supposed to have, like, 20 shots to them, unless you have the extended clip? Like, I'm not seeing the extended magazine here, so I don't understand how they can fire so often. But the shots are apparently coming off this concrete wall. Even the Panzerschreck is no match for this concrete wall. Little side pushing going on here. The captain should have gone over here because then he could have threatened this thing. Already on the fuel point. DonnieChan's gonna go ahead and take his advantage there. So it looks like it's really interesting seeing DonnieChan's tagging because he's gone for rifle, which is like a lot of riflemen, but it's really important to go for a rifle if you're gonna rush a captain. So it's not like uncommon or unheard of. It's just like really important to note, I guess. It's something I want to point out is that if you're going fast captain, you're gonna want all those guys, all those riflemen. Engagement on the right side, another Fallschirmjäger squad. Looks like we're seeing Fallschirmjäger spam from Fortune. It's not like these is a bad choice because Fallschirmjäger scale really well in the late game. Get to throw smoke grenades, yeah. They do better in cover. They heal themselves out of combat, which is like just as good as having a Kubelwagen. It's really good. Weapon accuracy. Oh, we're seeing some advanced moves. He recruited that with a captain and they died. That's real impressive. I respect his ability to just sacrifice captains with abandon. Because who the fuck needs captains?
The capture point is being overrun.
Christ. What am I doing with my life here when I'm casting like these games at like 9 p.m. at night where an ambulance is recruited with a captain and these Fallschirmjägers throw smoke grenades at riflemen? Like, how far have I fallen, really? Like, all I can think about is how terrible I played as Panzer Elite this weekend and how I really need to get better at that faction. And then I like watch shitty games like this and I think to myself, man, I could play better than this and that. I think that's what casts make us feel like. Like, we could play better than these people that we watch. There's another fat smoke grenade. I don't know.
A capture point is
Does that thing do damage? Like, is that supposed to do damage to people?
What the hell am I meant to do?
Okay, we're switching over. Okay, yeah, it does. Alright. It does do damage to infantry. Okay, so why is he putting his Fallschirmjäger in it? Oh, well. We'll not worry about it. Main gun destroyed on the Stuart. Still no doctrine selection from DonnieChan, I don't think. No, still hasn't picked one. Meanwhile, we got a tech up to tier 4. He's got Luke's option available to him. I don't see the point in oversold option if you've got falls. But hey, you never know. Maybe he'll build some of those. Oversold option are pretty good. Yeah, you know what? He's building something. Oh, he's recrewing his units. Yeah, we noticed. We noticed that wasn't very smart. Ouch. He's giving him the childish ouch. And these Pios gonna take some damage on retreat, but I mean, they should survive. They'll probably take way more damage than they necessarily need to. Yeah, because you know, Panzer Strike's critting units is fine. That's whatever. Happens all the time. There's a grenade on the house. That should take out one or two. It gets out of there just in time. He only has a short retreat to make here, so he's gonna go ahead and do that. Stuart, back to full health. Gonna start applying pressure again. Immediate pressure. Yeah, it's gonna take some shots on the Volks. It's important to note that he doesn't really have a whole lot of infantry. Fortune doesn't, I mean. He's like pulling his resources for something, but it's hard to say what it is. There's another smoke. No, that's a bundle. It's gonna take out one model, but I think the rest are fine. There's a smoke grenade. It is doing a ton of damage to these riflemen that are in the house. It's a very interesting way to take out units in a house, but hey, it's really good, so use it. I'm certainly, after this replay, going to be throwing the smoke grenade more often. Because you know, Hitler totally approved of people using gases to kill other people. That's actually ironic. If you know anything about history, you know Hitler actually highly disapproved of that. Meanwhile, Fortune managed to sneak around here and take this fuel point. Controls both fuels. Got his tier 4. Tier 0 is not building anything. He's still just pulling resources. I imagine it's for like a Panther or something. It's certainly not a bad choice. I really want him to get that Sturm Tiger, but I doubt we'll see it in this game. He's really only about 10 fuel off from that Panther. The better unit, I'm ashamed to admit. You know, that was probably the most fun I had in this game, was building the Sturm Tiger. One time in a 2v2. No, it was a 4v4. I actually built 3 Sturm Tigers. Just because why the fuck not, right? Like, it's a hella fun unit to build, and like you can micro it to like kill a lot of stuff. High skill, you know? It's just like launches a literal nuke at units and they all fucking die. Like, I don't see the disadvantage of that at all. It even kills like tanks in one hit. It's fantastic. Build more Sturm Tigers. They're the best unit in the game. We're going to go ahead and see that Panther though, as expected. It's very difficult for Americans to deal with something like that outside of the Stuart, and like sacrificing this entire Stuart in order to do so. There's that smoke again. Because why not? More smoke. Smoke every day. Smoke every time it's off cooldown, in this case. It'll be interesting to see how Donnie deals with the Panther though. Just because like, if there's anything interesting I can cite about this replay right away, it's just how equivalent both of these players are in skill to one another. It's annoying to deal with the Kugelwagen. Like, I think the Stuart response was good. It's just so hard to fucking kill. It's very mobile, and I think... Oh, that was a brilliant grenade. I just really wanted to point that out. That was a great grenade. It was right on those Sturm piles. As soon as you getting like a feel for the timing on those, it's like real easy to land those grenades. Pretty fantastic. Panther making tons of noise. You can hear from across the map. Even the Panther could probably hear. He's like, is that a plane or like what the hell? But nah, it's just a Panther. He's just like, screw you, truck, out of my way. Screw you, dead people. Don't have time for this crap. We've got a Stuart to kill. These riflemen have veterancy, so they could easily toss an 18-8 at it. And they do. Oh, that's a howitzer, okay. Bounce off the front armor of that Panther. Let's see, some things of note. There's an Obersoldaten from Fortune. I mean, why not? They're good units, right? But I feel like you still have Luftwaffe, so what's the point? DonnieChan, he's still got his riflemen alive. He rebuilt the 2-3 riflemen he lost. I think it was like 2. 2 riflemen he lost, and he's got a howitzer and 2 AT guns now. Howitzer doing work. Man, it's really good at killing houses. It really is. The barrage ability is fantastic on it. Yeah, riflemen too dangerous to deal with just Luftwaffe and a Volk squad in general.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
I found the best way to deal with Obersoldaten is just going like the armor doctrine and just like spamming them. Still no doctrine pick from DonnieChan. I think this is wise. I mean, you don't really know what you're dealing with. Well, you do actually. You went Luftwaffe. Really though, like what is he gonna do? There's the tank repair truck now, coming out, tier 3, as it were. Wow! All the way across the screen, he does an attack on it, it lands on the Panther. That's a big deal.
The capture point is under attack.
Nah, advanced tactics coming out from those falls. Really not wise. Alright, so Fortune pops that special ability that gives them more accuracy or whatever. Artillery shots raining down. The riflemen focus on these Fallschirmjäger in green cover. There's a grenade coming out. Riflemen lobbing shots at the stern piles. the Stewart should be able to make pretty quick work of the.
Stores advises.
Finally.
MGs now on the line.
Okay, so he went ahead and went with that mortar half-track unit, or doctrine, or
Gun
whatever.
batteries report barrage strikes.
I haven't
now
seen this
available in
use
your
any
sector.
effectiveness, like, from my end. I think I've seen Barton PL do it a few times. But, or someone uses it, and it's just like, it's okay. Like, it's very mediocre, I feel like. I think the best part is this, M1919 Browning upgrade. That's like the best thing you can get from Rifleman. Makes him very good 1v1 potential. Right, yeah, obviously the AT nade, and later on survivability and weapon control while under fire. I assume that means like suppression effects.
Howitzer on station and ready for action.
There's the howitzer taking shots again. I imagine it's gonna land on this MG. Yeah, it's landing on that MG. I really like what they did with that. The howitzer does quite a bit of damage for just an on-map unit that you can put out.
Priest, ready for orders.
Priest, on the other hand, kind of a waste.
Battalion just released a major for action.
Uh-oh. Things are looking grim for this Stewart, but this is a pretty phenomenal bait. It's got the AT to deal with this.
Capture point is under attack.
Meanwhile, these riflemen, or sorry, this AT getting taken out by Fallschirmjägers. Bet 3 now on those falls. That's bad, but I mean it's manageable.
Gun crew just got wiped out.
Gun crew wiped out. God, we got a long way to go in this replay, and like, I feel like that you could do a lot more with just a Panther. Storm Tiger is really good at like this emplacement style of play. Wow, he actually got the Priest. Is this like worth it? What does it got? 105mm rounds. So, damage is just about every kind of target. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty high. Yeah, wow, wide AoE, huge damage. I've very rarely seen this use any amount of effectiveness, so this is kind of nice to see used well. Obersoldaten trying to ninja a Stewart, I imagine. But it's not gonna pay off. Man, dude. Actually a little surprised I took out this MG34. Alright, Panther getting repaired. Rifleman mostly serving to flank this MG42. Toggles off the attack tanks only command on the Panther so we can start shooting at these riflemen. Drops another smoke just to protect himself. Man, we're seeing a ton of smoke. A lot of smoke in general. This is like a good solid Colorado replay. Smoke everywhere. Panther's gonna take a missed shot on the Stewart. It's actually kind of surprising. It's actually pretty uncommon to see it miss. Yeah, it's gonna land a second shot though. We're seeing some of the MGs, M1919 Brownings. Second miss. He's 1 for 2 right now. He's missed twice and landed only 1 shot.
Our supply line just got cut off.
The game's pretty much reached a standstill. Even though there's a lot of like fire going on, it's not like any of the things actually dying. Panther going ham on that suit though. It really wants to kill it. Takes out the AT gun all the same.
Lost a gun crew.
Drops the smoke almost a little too late. Rifleman fearlessly taking up a position in the church while taking fire from a Panther. There's only so much a Panther can do against a house though, full of riflemen. But I imagine they're probably doing like sexual acts to each other while that Panther's shooting on them. It's not like the Panther's doing anything to them, so they can do whatever they want.
Rifle squad
Fixing that Stewart right up, it's gonna get back to full health while these riflemen are taking really good pot shots at the Obersoldaten. Yeah, even the howitzer. No shits left to give. They're gonna have to retreat through a lot of enemy fire here. It's looking grim. No Fraulein for those Obersoldaten. Big deal. Another grenade out. That's going to do quite a bit. Just in time. Narrowly made it out. A lot of units over here, though. I don't think this is anything that DonnieChan will be able to deal with. Oh, that's an interesting smoke grenade again. Just going to keep dropping those. They're pretty cool. Stewart going to threaten the Falls. Falls don't really have a whole lot of AT options outside of Panzerfaust. Looks like their abilities are largely offensive. Oh, sorry. Vet 3 is survivability. But it's largely damage. Mostly damage. Damage dealing. Veteran C. More smoke. Right on top of the MG and he retakes it. No problem. No contention here for that MG. He's going to take it and run. Oh shit. So I guess it must have just killed a medic or something. This flanking Falls squad is going to take the fuel and probably have some vision over here. No? Not really. Yeah, they're just going to wisely back out of here. Like, why deal with that? Like, don't take any fire if you don't have to. These freaking combat medics, though. They're the manliest units of them all. Oh shit, no fear from the Panther. Panther's gonna take a damage engine. But it's all alone. Probably gonna get stunned by this Stewart. Stewart drives up close and personal. Alright, there's the vision block, there's a crew stun. And there's the engine damage. It's just still going to take the damage engine critical. It's not going to do it under destroyed. It's just going to walk out. Narrowly escape from the Panther. Meanwhile, DonnieChan sitting on near the VP, I suppose. He's not quite on it yet. I'm pretty sure there's no vehicle smoke for OKW outside of like light vehicles, but tanks don't get anything cool. Oh wow, there's the Stuka half track. Dangerous. I personally freaking hate the unit. Like I try to build it every game, and then when I do, my opponent just badmouths me. It's just like, wow, you thought your Stuka would win the game for you? I'm like, yeah, that's why I built it.
An infantry unit. They got wiped out.
I would say that's exactly why I built it. I was hoping it'd help me win the game, as I had for most of my opponents.
A capture point is being overrun.
Alright, so here's a false push. This false push is looking pretty good. I mean, they're not taking a whole lot of damage, they're doing enough damage, so I mean, that's handy. There's a smoke grenade, gonna do a ton of damage to infantry. It also appears to slow them down a little bit. Makes them walk while they're drunk or something. MG, unsurprisingly, doesn't do a whole lot against OKW units. Damage agent on the Kubel. Finally. Hard to say how effective it'll be, but he's got a lot of follow-up. Wow, holy shit. Howitzer, rocking Bet 2. It gets really dangerous at Bet 3. Looks like it switches a high explosive anti-tank heat rounds. I believe that's... yeah, heat barrage. Makes it good against everything. The best unit. The greatest. The strongest. The ultimate howitzer. Against the Nazi threat. Wow, so enough howitzer shots and eventually can destroy a truck. That's pretty good shit right there. That's well planned. So far, it really looks like DonnieChan's strat is like really good at like preventing pushes. Like, you know, he holds some area and then he just howitzers. He just lobs some dangerous ordnance over the enemy. And it looks like, yeah, it got him a truck. It got him a few squads. It forced Fortune to make pushes like this one, which are insane. Yeah!
Infantry unit being wiped out.
Looks like some units lost over here.
We're losing a capture point.
This is dangerous times.
Someone get us out of here!
Tank destroyer is ready for
Stuka Barrage. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wipes out gun crew, and I think even a rifleman squad. Yeah, well, no, he lost that rifleman squad somewhere else, but he's down to 3 rifles all the same. Vet 5. Never thought I'd ever say something like Vet 5, but it exists for OKW. Increased weapon accuracy, and I believe it increases the overall weapon range, so they can shoot further and essentially increase their DPS based on accuracy bonuses. Vet 3 riflemen are also more damage, I guess. Reduced ability recharge. So yeah, it's good. Veterancy is generally important on every unit ever, so if you're not getting it, you're doing something wrong. Jackson. Now the one thing that's gonna help him do damage to this Panther. Takes a shot across the bow, not much else he can do. You know, the Jackson's really good at being anti-tank. It kills just about every armored unit. High accuracy, high damage, high penetration. It's just 10 out of 10. Man, do you ever like, I think I'd get scared of like a fucking tank shell exploded like right next to me while I'm on an MG. I'm in like a fixed position and I'm like, oh god, I sure hope that tank doesn't hit that cobblestone wall right next to me. And boom, suddenly I have no eardrums. Then again, I suppose if you're on the heavy machine gun, you probably don't have many eardrums to begin with.
Tank destroyer is ready for orders.
Stewart mostly chasing off the squads from where they don't really belong. These certainly don't belong over here, so they're gonna like walk over here.
We're at 200 points.
Looks like DonnieChan's actually losing the VP. I thought with his control over the mid he was doing pretty well, but apparently that's not the case. Swing and a miss from the Stuka Barrage. It's a lot of damage, but it doesn't do anything besides rearrange the scenery. 2 Jacksons. Looks like DonnieChan's genuinely concerned about this Panther. Using the 2 Jacksons to run over the stern piles. Damn, though. Ton of damage. Holy crap. Engine damage on 1 from the Panther. But, wow. I just can't believe that Panther barely got away with the skin of its teeth. That's a lot of damage from Jacksons. It's hard to believe people complain about the Americans not having any hammer armor when they have the Jackson. Right? Oh well. So, I'm watching this game, and it honestly looks like DonnieChan's got, like, the ideal unit composition. Like, he's got howitzers. He probably could have still used that captain, but he's got 2 AT guns, 2 Jacksons, a Stewart for, like, lockdown, I guess, and a Major. So, I mean, he's looking really good. Like, he's got, like, a plan. You can tell he's got, like, the best mixed arms like Americans can get. So Fortune, he has way fewer Volks than he probably should. He has way less vet on those Volks than he probably should. He has only 1 vet 5. It's like wiped out a rifleman squad. Or was that a Major? I can't remember. I'll have to switch back over to DonnieChan. I'm trying to switch between them. It was something. It looks like maybe it was Fort Echelon or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's dead now, and that's what's important. DonnieChan lost the squad, essentially.
We're losing a capture point.
I love how like he doesn't use the cobblestone to hold this, but he just like goes full Rambo. Yes. Jackson's with the flank and to drop on the tier 4 of the OKW player. Panther, threatening, but it can't really do much. It's not going to stop them from getting that kill. Good fucking hit. Major. Next level, Major. Not gonna do anything. Now we're really starting to see the micromanagement break down for Fortune as he walks an MG into 2 riflemen. He's gonna be able to retreat all the way back, but that's it.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points. We lost a gun crew.
In general, DonnieChan's actually looking stronger considering his VP loss. It's actually not very common you see an American player from a VP deficit come back and like do well in a game, but this is exactly what we're seeing with DonnieChan. Alright, Jackson's not going anywhere. Fallschirmjäger's making their way back onto the field, doing some damage to riflemen, but they're not even going to lose a model to that grenade. It's a decent grenade. I've seen better from earlier in this game. It's apparent to me that DonnieChan's pretty good at predicting where these units are going to be going, and so he can just respond accordingly with a grenade. Panzerfaust hits the Stuart. Stuart is still about 3. Panther fearlessly marching forward. Anxious to take out that Stuart, and in his greediness actually manages to do so. Looks like it's going to be a fight for this middle victory point. In spite of this, though, Fortune's able to get his tier 2 back up, so he's tier 2, tier 3 now. He's missing his tier 4 AA, mobile AA half-track. These howitzers celebrate killing more little pioneers. Their technical knowledge, technical expertise, and college education ultimately going to waste. Decided at the end of a howitzer shot. Another Stuka barrage. Narrowly missing the medics. Those medics probably have some brown pants, but they'll live to see another day. DonnieChan retaking the VP lead. He's also got the manpower lead. 4 riflemen, 2 Jacksons, a Stuart, and he's floating manpower just because he probably can afford to.
Area secure. The capture point is being overrun.
Yeah, he's not gonna go ahead and damage that. He's just gonna leave it be. Meanwhile, up top, these Volks were running away with an AT gun, but the riflemen are going to chase them down. They're not going to let them get away with any of that.
We're losing a capture point.
Panther sitting tight, sitting cozy. I can't believe it. Well, no, I can. He rebuilt the Stuart. It's part of his ideal armory comp, so I suppose the Stuart is really good. Looks like he dropped the M1919. That's a bummer. That's going to hurt the team.
Capture point is under attack.
Unless he wipes it with a howitzer, and he nearly does. Howitzers seem like pretty hit or miss units, and that's just can be said about every unit, but ultimately I don't see them being as wholly very effective in my experience. But they're used to good effectiveness here, and that's an important thing to note.
Tactical point being captured.
Jackson's pulling back. Obviously here's this Panther pushing up, trying to look for kills on anything, really. Alright, here's the combo we've been waiting for. Stuart's gonna shock. Nope, no shock. But 2 rear armor hits on that Panther. Panzerfaust's gonna do engine damage to one of the Jacksons. Stuart gonna get repaired right on the field of battle. Right on time. Volks push and falls, takes out a AT gun. Volk's looking for their Stuart. They're probably gonna find it. Oh, Stuka. Holy crap, takes out one of the Volks models on just missing the Stuart itself. This is risky. The Fallschirmjäger are nearly taking this out, actually. They almost take out the crew, sorry. I personally would have gotten him out of there just as soon as I noticed that its main gun destroyed. Another Panzerfaust.
We're losing a capture point.
We're down to 2 Jacksons with engine damage. Now there's a Panzerschreck doing enough damage to these Jacksons. Probably going to take them out. But we have DonnieChan with the flank. He's not going to completely waste those Jacksons. He's going to look for the kills. Moving so slow. One Jackson goes down to the Panzerschreck. The other squad just gonna run. Reminder that Jackson is really only a medium tank. DonnieChan still in a VP deficit, and he doesn't control enough of the map. He doesn't control a majority of the VP, so he's just ticking down very slowly. Panther trying to run over these riflemen, make like the Jacksons were trying to do earlier. This could hit Vet 5. It's got a pretty good shot. This range and accuracy. Wow, holy crap. Thing's beast mode. Alright, rifleman retaking some map, even the major helping out. Helping out where he can. Reinforcements in. Hard to say where this is going to land. General vicinity of the AT gun and the Jackson. Decent barrage, but it won't be taking anything out. Slowly but surely, Fortune rebuilding his base. He's got tier 2, tier 3, he doesn't have tier 4. Still no rebuilt Stuart from DonnieChan. He's content to sit on the single Jackson and a T-gun, 2 AT gun combo he's got going. Man, I drank like way too much this weekend. I really like should just go to bed after this, but whatever. We're almost done here, so we're gonna finish this up. We only have a little ways to go left, so fear not. We'll see this exciting conclusion. All right, there's the priest. Looks like it's still aiming for this tier 3, looking to take it out. Pretty cheesy move, but hey, it's worked on one truck. I don't see why it shouldn't work on a second. Fallschirmjäger pushing on this strategic point here. Again, lobbing the smoke grenades. Looks like we are smoking every day in this stream, or in this video, in this cast. Still celebrating killing small technicians. Looks like those fall squads are dead. The ones that are pushing on the strategic point. He's still got one more Fallschirmjäger squad left. You could do good things with that. Panther threatening the AT gun and these riflemen. It's probably gonna get that Vit 5. Dropped to 100 points. Things definitely, if they weren't looking grim already, they certainly are looking grim now. Stern Piles attempting to fix the tier 3 truck. Want to keep that alive. Someone get us out of here. Stuka only rocking 13 kills. That's still really good, actually. Right, so it has a cooldown increase or decrease. Running over some rifles. 2 AT guns, take some shots at it. One penetrates. Unfortunately, this is to the delight of Fortune.
We lost a gun crew.
Takes out one gun crew and does a good number on this Jackson.
Our supply line's cut. Germans are making a push.
Indeed they are, as they lob a grenade at this AT gun. Should help them push up with the Panther after this. Nothing new happening here. The captain running quickly over to the middle VP. DonnieChan desperately looking for VPs now that he's running low. Granted, he did actually manage to take this truck out. That's really cool.
We're getting the hell beat out of us. We got 75 points remaining.
No VPs for DonnieChan. I don't know how he's going to pull this one out. If he does even pull this one out.
A capture point is being overrun.
Notice now that the talking is completely talked out there. There's no need to trash talk each other just yet. We just need to wait until the very end, and then they can trash talk each other all they want.
We have a lieutenant reporting in for duty.
There's the 2 VP advantage, one more, and he has complete control over the VPs, and he's probably going to force DonnieChan to lose by running out of victory points. That's a King Tiger, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Fearlessly attacking some riflemen. Unfortunately, the smoke is going to save him. Well, at least DonnieChan's putting up a sizable resistance. He's looking really good, despite completely losing the game. I kind of doubt he's going to be able to pull this one out.
We're down to 50.
It's down to 50. One shots the AT gun crew. Oh lord, that would suck. King Tiger too good. And even the lieutenant can deal with that. You can shoot at it with its BAR, but it's not going to be doing anything. Smoke grenade again, doing some damage with rifles, but not a whole lot. There's that Panther still. Still being a nuisance. It's going to nearly run over these riflemen. I think this is just about over. I think DonnieChan's got this one lost. Like at this point, like you have no map. You have a handful of riflemen, 5 riflemen as a matter of fact, but there's like nothing you can do with them. The Jackson's really good, but like, yeah, nothing to be done. More smoke grenades to chase off these riflemen. Don't know where they're going. Alright, and the Jackson wisely stepping off.
We just lost a unit.
Oh god. Alright, so that was a rifleman lost for DonnieChan. But fortune still favors the brave as he goes for this strategic cutoff. Nearly dies trying. Green as green can be.
Grab your shit and follow me.
Grab your shit
The
and
enemy
follow
is
me.
overrunning one of our capture points.
Oh boy, here we go. Panther going toe-to-toe with the Jackson. King Tiger getting some emergency repairs. Not really huge ones, but necessary ones all the same. 2 Jacksons for DonnieChan. Looks like we're coming up on the final engagement here. King Tiger pushing in. Smoke coming out on the Panther. King Tiger one-shots like 3 riflemen. Rifleman getting drunk over here. Here come the Jacksons. Unfortunately, the King Tiger and Panther are over here. All they'll get for their troubles are a Panzer Strike. Another grenade from the Volk squad. Those are really annoying. They always seem to do a lot of damage, and indeed they do.
Damn Crouch just wasted some of our riflemen.
Not much to say. I mean, there goes the Jackson. Panther takes it out. It's nearly vet 5, but it's still vet 4. DonnieChan laying in some of those cheap mines. DonnieChan only a tad desperate. Wow. Those 18-8s do nothing. Good demonstration of that. Turns out they're basically useless. King Tiger down the base, and I think that's it. I even laid mines, he says.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped
Well,
out.
can't blame him for trying. You wing because you abuse his all over the place stuff. You have to stack those together. 4 mines on top of each other.
They got wiped out.
That's funny. And to be fair, he didn't. Like, he laid them kind of in a path, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They weren't all in one place. If you stack them, I think that's a little better. So there's another DonnieChan replay, because I know how much he loves it when I cast his replays. This was a blast. I mean, I get a little tired of casting games between OKW and Americans, but I really enjoy those infrequent ones I get between Russians and Ost here. That vanilla matchup is really good, actually. Now it's getting more and more developed, just because it's been around a lot longer than the OKW Americans one. But alas and alack, this was a fun replay to cast. It was a good demonstration. I think DonnieChan had a good army comp to deal with anything coming from Fortune, but I don't know. It's interesting to see him lose all the same. Anyway, I'm gonna be streaming on the weekends. I stream COH1 on Fridays and Sundays. I stream COH2 on Saturdays. Look forward to that. That stream will be in the coming week. Keep tabs on this channel. Every once in a while I'll upload a cast like this, and every once in a while I'll also upload some fun things I do on the stream. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later. Hope you enjoyed this, and obviously leave comments. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and leave a comment if you have anything to say, and I guarantee you I will read it. Alright, signing off.